Good evening, YouTubers. Welcome to episode 55 of Shrigleytube TV. I'm very sorry about last night's video not going on air at 7 o'clock. I was away and I've been run off my feet and had no time to do anything with what I'd saved in the week. So I've got some a little bit of engineering, not much I'm afraid, and then we're into some pictures and a bit of video footage from the IMP National Weekend at Aylesbury Airport that I've just returned from. Absolutely fantastic event. Thanks for everyone that made it happen and all the people that came to support the event. It was really, really good. We've had a cracking time. And back in love with the Husky just after went for a run out to Llangollen Railway on the Saturday, and I just realised how much I miss out on driving around in Manchester with just traffic light and nowhere to get any decent speed up and enjoy the car, whereas up the 483 there through Wales, fantastic, gives the car a good blast, and the kids loved it and it was just brilliant. Anyway, I'll put all that on at the end of the video. Hope you enjoy what you see, and I look forward to seeing you next Sunday at 7. Bye for now. Good morning, YouTubers. A little interloper job here, another one that's crept in. Just a quickie this, just to get in and out the door. Another sort of, we'll call it a plaster patch job. It's a 998 from a G15S, so it will have come from the factory as a 998, I imagine. It's you can normally tell them because they've got enormous chambers on them. You can see how much relief it's got there inside the chamber, so they end up quite low compression. But they go okay and they do what they do fine. And I've actually heard this engine run in the car because it belonged to another customer of mine. So it basically had a smoking issue, so it was burning oil quite heavily. So I said, look, if you want, we'll just put a set of pistons in it and a set of valves as well, and then we've got half a chance of it being, useful again, because it was no good burning the oil it was burning. These are the pistons out of it, and you can probably just about see, if I get the camera correct, the top ring has got flutter in it basically, so the ring lander's worn. It's on the old cast iron one-piece oil control ring, so once they start getting a bit slappy in old age, they just can't control the oil consumption. So that's basically going to get a set of pistons. But the reason for the video is the IMP cooling system. It's like a filter. So the cold water comes in here from the radiator, and then it goes in the engine and waits for the thermostat to open, which is in the cylinder head here, which this is this end. So it's like a cross-flow system for the water, which was quite advanced for the time, because you think like a lot of A-series and cross-flows and that, they used to push the water in there on the water pump. They used to send it to the back of the block, do a U-turn, then it come out the front to the thermostat housing here and to the top hose on the radiator. So it does have a cross-flow design, but what happens is, this is obviously at the lowest point because the engine leans over at 45 degrees, because you'll have seen that on the dyno. We get a silt build up here, so this is just what I pulled out of it, because while you've got the head off, it's good practice to remove it. So I'll just use a 6mm long series drill and literally just go down here and break it up, and then we'll get the hoover on it, make sure it's all clear before we put the head on. Another thing I was going to show you was, the issue I have with the Wills rings a lot of the time. If you look here, you can barely see, as you zoom in, the Wills ring has almost been absorbed with corrosion. So what happens is, the top of the liner here is iron, obviously. So the water gets between the iron liner and the head, because there's basically a 20 thou drop between there, and then the rust and the corrosion starts. And what happens is, it actually physically pushes the head off the block and allows the Wills ring to start leaking. So this car hasn't done much recently, but I don't doubt if he had gone for a long run, he would have ended up with the steam out the exhaust job, because the Wills rings, obviously, they can only do their job if they're in contact with the liner. If all this rust is pushing off, I mean, you can't believe how strong rust is. You've only got to look at like the concrete reinforced buildings where the moisture's got into the rebar, whatever it's called, inside, and when the rust starts, it just bursts the concrete. Well, it's exactly the same scenario with the IMP. it just literally lifts the head off and takes the pressure off the wheel string. So that's why, although it looks absolutely terrible when I put the engines together, I smothered the outside of here in grey glue, not to seal the chamber of compression gases. That's done by the squish on the wheel string. It's stopped the water from getting between the top of the land there and the iron liner, because if it's got grey glue there, the moisture can't get there and the corrosion can't start, and it just gives it all the best chance of lasting. So we'll maybe touch on this video, this engine again, when I come to dyno it, which maybe this week. We're on a really short week because we're helping out at the International weekend, so I'm not quite sure how much footage we'll get from workshop time, because quite simply there is no workshop time, because I'm not doing any work until Wednesday. So we'll see how we get on with this. We've got another engine on dyno with an oil leak, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Okay, YouTubers, something a bit different, very different. I decided to bring the Hillman through a car wash, as it's his show this weekend for the International weekend. I thought I'd bring the crusty husky through the car wash. Now I'm not sure whether, oh my god, what was that? I'm not sure whether it's designed to go for a car wash or not. We'll just have to see how it goes and see how it looks at the end. Nothing's fell off yet. I've not got too wet yet. I suppose I haven't got to worry about the door mirrors going off, because I haven't got any. Right, well, I'm pleased to report I'm still alive. We're just getting the polishing mops. I have lost a wiper blade, so I'll have to see if I can run back through and find it, because I haven't got a spare that I know of, and obviously we want to drive to Ellesmere Port tomorrow, so yeah, I'll have a look how it looks outside in a minute. Good morning, YouTubers. The husky survived the car wash. He's looking a little bit better. He's been a bit unloved, to be honest. It has got new sills on it, by the way, and new floors. It's just the external patina that's been retained. Anyway, I thought I'd just talk for a second about the engine. This is the engine I'm going to use, so I put it in to get some miles on it, really. This is the engine we went to Jersey and did the demonstration run, the hill climb, when I hit the granite wall, and that nasty granite wall jumped out in front of me. Now, this is, you might remember, going back about 10 episodes, I got a crankshaft in a jig and a lathe and offset ground it to give it 65mm throw, and we turned it into from a 42.5mm to a 35mm pin, and then reground it with nice radiuses, put the motorcycle pistons and rods, and that gave us 1120cc in a standard height block. So that's what this is, and it's got the downdraft head that I made when I worked with Bob like 15-20 years ago, and I was fascinated by his twin cam engines, so that's my downdraft head. Obviously I'd never sell any of this stuff, so I just thought I'd use it, but it seems to work really well. Anyway, came to work in it this morning, absolutely flies down the motorway. It's got the Tranex 4-speed dog box in it, which I've got for sale at the moment on the Imp Club Facebook page. It's got the LSD in it as well, the plate type LSD. So it's got a 5.3 top gear, which I reckoned is about, I reckon I was doing 8,000 this morning all the way to work at 80 mile an hour. It's quite low geared, it's like a rally ratio box. It's got quite a tall first in it, but I've learnt a new way of driving it, and that is you don't actually press the clutch, you just change the gears. It works much better. So yeah, if anyone's interested in the gearbox, give us a shout. You can have a test drive in it at the National weekend. The car will be there all weekend. I'll leave it at that for now.
Okay, YouTubers, it's not really engineering content, but we're going to try and treat this little shopping trolley thing here like a race car. Now, as you probably know, I'm doing this International weekend, trying to spruce it up a bit, get the kids involved. We're going to do some wacky races around the big hall. We've got obviously a rugby club to host it all at. So I'm going to bolt that seat to this frame, which I found outside on Moss Road, and make a little buggy. So you can, I'm going to try and organise it so that you get a bloke and his missus, and get the missus strapped in the seat, and we'll get on the stopwatch and get them some bags of Haribo if they win. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to lose all this extra weight that's on the trolley, trim it down a bit, bolt the seat on, and then we'll have another video and see what it looks like. Right, this is the finished product, guys. Look at that. It's a racing luggage scooter. There's the bits we chopped off for weight saving. Our friend Bergerak's popped by to give us his expert opinion. What do you think, Berge?
Well, it's good, yeah, it's good. But the question is, are they MSA approved seat mounts that you've done there?
Oh, them.
Are they?
They're Hillman Imp alternator brackets.
Nice. Has it got brakes as well?
Yeah, have a go. What you do is, when you press it to go, let go.
And then it locks up. Yeah,
so it's like safety in mind.
Yeah.
And I was going to use a shopping trolley, but obviously with the high centre of gravity, I was worried that it might take a topple and cause someone to get hurt. So I mean, you can't really come unstuck in this, can you?
So what's the competition then? Is it like a time trial?
Yeah, it's around the cones and back, and the area centre that gets the fastest time gets 10 points towards the big prize, which is in the workshop.
Wow.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to stop waffling now and get on with doing some work before I go back. Okay, YouTubers, it's the start of the weekend. We're at the Anson Engine Museum for the Nationals, and cars have started arriving, and this little beauty's appeared. It's a convertible Imp. Now this is John. Unfortunately, I've forgotten the microphone, John, so we just have to shout a little bit if that's all right. I love the convertible, John. Tell me about it. When did you do it?
1991.
Wow, brilliant. And I love the strengthening. Tell me about the sill here.
Right, well, we cut out all the inner sills and replaced it with 4x2 box.
I love that. Look at that. And it's got some big gussets in the corner to give it a bit of extra.
Yep. And
brilliant. You've even shortened the gear lever.
Yep.
That's awesome. Right. Well, thanks for telling us all about it. What was it? What inspired you to do that? Was the roof damaged or something?
No, it was a scrap car. You can tell from the state of the panels. There's not a straight panel on it. And drunken discussion. I wonder if you can cut the roof of a car.
Wicked.
So we did.
I love it. Brilliant. Thanks for showing us around.
Phenomenal.
We will do in a minute, yeah. Well, that's actually driving a little workshop.
Really?
Okay, chaps, I'm here at the International Weekend, and I've just spotted this little beastie. It belongs to my friend John Keane. Now, John's running the show this weekend. We all call him JK, that's his nickname. And this is his little house, which he's going to show us round. So tell us a bit about it, John. What year is it?
So it's a 1968 Porterfold.
Porterfold.
Yes. So it collapses down into a small trailer, which is about 320 kilos, which can be towed quite easily by a Hillman Imp.
And you actually tow that on the back of your Imp? With a 998?
With a 998, yes.
Wow. And just so you can see over it with your mirror, it actually folds right down to lower than the back of the car?
Yes, it does, yes.
Can we have a look inside?
Yes, you can.
He's got some interesting. Look, this is like the little area at the front where you make your brew and that. And look at the decor in here. Look at that. Proper. Who's done all that, John?
I've done it.
Wow. Let's have a look at this bit here. That is so cool. I absolutely love it. Brilliant.
Have you seen my Dalek?
Your Dalek? No, where is it?
Here.
Oh, on that wall. Oh, it's a proper Dalek. It was Davros. Davros gave me nightmares. Oh man, that's sending me under. I used to see them when I was a kid, and they absolutely petrified me. When they took the top off the head Dalek, and he had that green head. Oh man, it gave me nightmares. It was about 10 at the time. John, I was going to say, thanks for everything done for the Imp Club, because this is a fantastic national. We just got back from the go-karting, which wasn't actually that successful because half the carts broke, and they cut it short because of the weather. But anyway, we did a parade lap, and everyone seems happy enough. So we might have to issue a few refunds, but that's another story. So quick pan round of all the Hillmans in the field. We're expecting more tomorrow, and yeah, it's great. Let's go and get a beer and chill out.
Yeah, certainly we'll have a beer tonight.
Excellent. Cheers, John.
Music's been left on for you to do your DJ bit.
Yeah, that's tomorrow night, mate. Yeah, I'm on the stage tomorrow night. I've got my entertainment bit to do. We've got fancy dress. We've got all sorts going on. So I'll over and out at that. Okay, it's the International Weekend. We're in the big hall. Everyone's come for some tea. I'm here with James Ibbotson. This is Ron Speed. Now, Ron has very kindly just presented myself and James with our I've not got to the main point here. We're in front of the Scalextrics track for the kids that Ron's very kindly brought along and set up this weekend.
Look at those.
So look at that.
Oh, hang on.
Oh no, I prefer it the other way.
No.
Ron, that is absolutely stunning. You've done a cracking job of them.
Good.
Can't thank you enough. Even got my helmet in there.
Yeah.
And it's extra large, like my head.
The helmets are out of electric cars.
So picture me and my mate Ron. Ron, absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That is. We're going to race them now.
Yeah.
Might video it. Hopefully.
My body repairs are very cheap.
Yeah, I don't want to scratch it, but I hope it's more reliable than my car.
That's it. You've got 6.1.
Okay, probably the best part of the entire weekend for me was this run out on the Saturday to Llangollen, and we went in the Husky with the 1120cc engine. I did about 120 miles in it with that little crankshaft we modified about 10 episodes ago, where we turned it right down to 35mm and got it reground. So that engine proved itself really well there. It got good thrashing over the motorway on the way back, etc. So fantastic views, and the weather was good, which is great. So we had a lovely time. This is the viaduct we got to. Amazing the way this was constructed with what they had back in the day, and yeah, it was really good. Just me, Dougie and Russell on Saturday. So that's Vincenzo Frostini in the background, Vince Frost, my pal. So we had a great run out there, and yeah, fantastic engineering. I didn't get any pictures of the bridge, unfortunately, or the viaduct, should I say, but yeah, it was really impressive. This is the lineup of cars that all won a prize in the show and shine. So there's some fantastic quality of cars, you know, really attention to detail was brilliant. I was just wowed about how much effort people make to get the car they really want, and obviously enjoy doing it as well. So it gave me some thoughts about what I want to achieve with my projects and how I can go about doing it, but maybe a bit later in life when there's more time. So congratulations to these guys and girls. They all won a trophy. That was great.
Who have we got here? Just Gary. Hey, Gary! Great representing Wales. North Wales. We've got a very famous racing driver in the... I know, yeah. You need to help him. You should have helped him. Vincenzo Frostini. Anything nice? Right. Are you excited? Terrified. I hope you finish.
Have you got a heartbeat? Have you got a heartbeat?
500. He's right driver, it's a dangerous element. Okay, very best of luck.
Keep your feet up, Vince. Feet up. On your mark.
On your marks. Get set. Go. Go!
Okay, congratulations, you've made it to the end. That's me and my mate Ron there. Big thanks to Ron of Imp Speed. Great guy, made them lovely sketch fits cars, absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much, Ron. You just watched a video of my mate going up the hill in his Davrian, that's Glen, and he's really pleased because obviously he's broke the 70 seconds, so really pleased for him. And finally, a picture of my breakfast after I had a load of beer on Saturday night. Spam, egg and cheese, the breakfast of champions. Have a great week. I'll see you next Sunday at 7. And sorry again for the delay.